possible if you coach long enough. Anything's possible. Um, I have to watch everything, but I don't feel like early on our backs really have an awful lot of. They didn't really get an awful lot of space early on. There's some times when Murray definitely got pressured early. And then when there were some times when we did protect well and had some people open, we missed a couple opportunities. So I think it was a situation where we were going to have to make a couple big plays to get ourselves energized. I thought I didn't see us, especially in the first half, being able to generate some kind of a drive because their front was whipping us. And so you hope to make a play here and there to change the momentum of the game, and we just couldn't get it done. Even down there when we decided to go for it, I mean, it was my decision to go for a touchdown. Once we got down inside in the red zone area there, I thought a touchdown would have felt a lot better than 3 at that point. 3 points might have felt good. I mean, it might have been good. I don't know. Now the game's over, I think going for a touchdown was probably the smart thing to do. But we did not score. Again, they did a good job of keeping us out of the end zone in that first half. So you got to give them credit.
Talk about the speed of their defense, particularly on the front feet.
Yeah, very. They've got great speed, but they're very long human beings. I mean, they're 6'8", 6'6", got long arms. I think a couple times we were blocking them halfway decent, trying to run them by the quarterback, but their arms are so long and they are so athletic that Murray was getting grabbed or whatever right at the last moment where as he's trying to move up into the pocket. We did a good job at times, giving our tackles a little bit of help with our backs, chipping and tight ends, nudging. We call it a nudge block to try to help on the edges. And then there was a couple times we just flat out went 5 receivers out and said, "Hey, tackles, you're on your own." And we were able to step up and make a couple plays. But overall, everybody wants to talk about their edge players, and they are outstanding. But the guys inside are pretty strong too. They're pretty stout, stout against the run, and stout enough to push the pocket up in the face of the quarterback. So when you do try to step up, there's just not a whole lot of room to go. And then, I think they're smart enough to know they don't have to create a bunch of pressure other than let them cats sick them, And if you're able to get pressure with a 4-man rush and you're able to disrupt the running game without, bringing a lot of blitzes and all. Now, they did play a lot of one-high safety stuff. They did have another, defender in the box most of the time against the run, but they when they did play man coverage, they played pretty good. And when we had opportunities, we just didn't put it on.
Mark, do you think that's a fair indication of how far your program is away from being elite in terms of going up against another?
Well, tonight we weren't very good. Tonight we weren't very good, but the world hasn't ended, and we do still have an awful lot to play for. We've got a lot of games to play, and a lot of things can happen. If we can get back on the winning track, a lot of good things can happen. So that's what we're going to be, fighting hard to do, and then just we'll kind of see where everything lands. There's a lot of football, not only for Georgia, but for South Carolina, Florida, and Tennessee, and everybody. So we'll see how it goes.
Mark, those first 2 drives.